Whole titty. There you go, Scarecrow. Okay, so we just wasted like 10 minutes because I accidentally played the same fucking video twice. So basically, we were talking, and none of us noticed until like 10 minutes in that we were doing Armageddon again.
And now we're in January.
Now we're in January, boys and girls. We're in lovely, lovely, lovely January. Road to WrestleMania and all that shit. 10 minutes. God, I hate wasting content like that, seriously. Oh, crap. And it looks like we're going to get another one of the creator wrestler things here. You can always tell with these cutscenes, so. WWF New York. Another big fucking waste of money. Did you ever, either of you ever go to that place, by the way?
What was
Nah,
New York,
I was just mocking the Big Show.
Oh.
There's a cruiserweight title match.
Oh, it's
Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese.
yeah. Probably going to be on the pre-show if we're going to be honest, though.
Yeah. We have that ridiculous battle royal. Well, 2 battle royals of them.
They usually do like one with the battle royals. They usually do one on the first match of the pre-show, and then the other is on the main event of the pre-show.
We have Triple H Batista. What I really, really want match.
God, I'm really not looking forward to that match.
God damn.
And Triple H's retirement match as well, probably. Whatever.
One of the matches I'm looking forward to is Shane McMahon versus The Miz.
Oh, I sort of like the build, but fucking hell, Miz's father cannot fucking act.
No.
He's just got this constant look of smiling or nonchalant on his face, even when his son's getting beaten up in front of him.
Nonchalant.
I'm just gonna stand here even though Shane McMahon is beating up my son, and I could easily sneak up behind him.
Like nonchalantly.
I don't fucking know with that. Obviously you've got Brian versus Kofi now, which I'm actually quite looking forward to. Rollins versus Lesnar has had a fucking boring ass build up. So any interest I had in that match is kind of petered out. Joe versus Mysterio, I'm not really interested in that either, because I'm not a Mysterio fan. Again, would have preferred to see Andrade get that spot. Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. No.
Crikey. Honestly, you could sleep through half of that fucking card if we're being 100 here.
It is sadly not the... here's the thing, on paper it might actually look impressive until you actually realize that Triple H and Batista are 2 guys in their late 40s who are probably going to have a sluggish match. Then you have Kurt Angle and Baron Corbin. Kurt Angle hasn't had a good match since probably his participation in the TLC a couple of years ago.
Anyone see that botched Angle slam he did on...
I actually didn't, but didn't he... All I saw from that match with fucking Joe was Joe did a suplex and fucking Angle could barely get himself up for that suplex. Or over, I should say, for that suplex. I'll be honest here. The only match I'm actually still really interested in seeing is the fucking women's triple threat in the main event. That and Kofi and Bryan. It's WrestleMania 35.
Yeah.
And yet, this is all we get. A bunch of fucking part-timers. In big fucking card. Whatever.
Reigns and
Well-
McIntyre.
Oh, Reigns and McIntyre I actually think will be quite a good match. I like McIntyre. And I actually think him and Reigns could probably do something good in the ring.
We're probably gonna need something.
It's your boy Reigns.
Yeah, well, I mean, y'all saw how the shows did without him.
The show haven't really done any better with him, though.
He hasn't been on, though. He was on one
Dude,
full time.
it really doesn't matter who's on the fucking cards at the moment. With the fucking... booking at the moment, they've got no chance whatsoever, no matter who your name is.
But on the same token, SmackDown is just as boring.
At least, I will say, yeah, you're right, it is just as boring, but SmackDown at least is, in my opinion, a bit better than Raw. That might just be the fact it's 2 hours instead of 3 fucking long-ass hours, but I don't know, it's a bit more consistent than Raw is, at least. Oh, by the way,
I haven't seen it, but alright.
fuck cage matches in these games, because these guys do not stay fucking down long enough for you to successfully climb half the time.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that.
By the way, we've got Vanilla Ice here.
It's fucking vanilla.
Vanilla Ice.
The fucking big white afro. Not afro, sorry, big white buzz cut thing. Johnny
God
Bravo
damn.
haircut,
Flat top.
whatever. There you go, thank you.
Flat top. Pompadour. Huh, 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 huh. Nah, I can't even remember what game that's from. Hell no. Oh wait, now I remember. Hee-haw! Hee-haw! Mega Man X4. That's 0. Anyway, my bad. Random game references by Scarecrow. Thank you.
It's only to again, I haven't actually. I played a tiny bit of X4. I had the audio down, so I didn't actually hear any of the gameplay audio. Shame, as I do like these soundtracks in the X games. They're awesome.
Huh.
Still waiting to hear more about these Konami collections that are supposed to be coming out that they announced a couple weeks back. I'm probably gonna get the Castlevania one.
Yeah. Same here.
Because I know for the collection so far, they've announced Castlevania 1, 3, Super Castlevania, and Belmont's Revenge on Game Boy, I think. I know there's another 4 games to come out for the collection, but we'll see what happens. Hey, just waiting to win the fucking match, because let's face it, we all know what we're waiting for here. We're waiting for the Rumble. I don't mean CCWC Rumble, I mean the Rumble match in the game.
Right.
Ah.
Jesus, these guys are just keeps getting off and
I know, again, just fuck, I hate
Oh,
doing
look at
these
this.
matches.
she just falls flat.
The problem is, even if you do a finisher, there's no guarantee they're going to stay down for more than a second. Excuse me. And there's no pinfall victories in the cage matches in this game either. Yeah,
Just fall.
it's annoying. It's really fucking annoying. Moonsault, and I only got half of it.
Botch.
Gotcha, Mania.
Miss.
The best, yeah. Here's the thing. I kind of got this into my head to throw them into like corners and stuff, because they tend to stay. There's a chance to
What?
stay into corners longer. Yeah, I know. I got right to the fucking top and they knocked me down. What a cunt. You know what I hate is by the time I get to Just Bring It, I'm gonna be fucking having happy memories of this game. Because we've already established it, but yeah, Just Bring It sucks. Olympic Slam!
There you go.
And he's up already.
God fucking damn.
Yeah, it's really not fair, to be honest, how long they stay down. The cage matches generally tend to be the ones that go on the longest. The aren't Rumble matches, obviously, just because of this very reason right here. They won't stay down long enough for you to actually fucking escape most of the time. And there you go, I won the match. Finally. Everybody stand and cheer for me. Do it now before I kill you.
Yay.
How's your LP stuff going, by the way, dude? Anything planned for the future?
Well, I gotta like start editing like a very old visual novel that I had kept under wraps for over a year.
Fair enough.
So
Never a bad idea to have a backlog, dude.
yeah, I just have to edit. I'll have to do a lot of mosaic stuff.
Of the big old enemy titties.
Pretty much. Jesus Christ.
Do you ever think you'll do an RPG on your channel?
I would love to do one. Question is like, which one should I do?
Well,
Can I number one, number two? I was like, can I make time for myself to stay stuck to that shit?
I mean, well, technically, I suppose you've done one already with the Lollymon stuff.
That is, but that's just like a
I know, it's kind of a piss take game, really, isn't it?
piss take kind of thing.
Again, I suppose it would just depend on what type of game it would be for you. There's a bunch of, like, rated R, like, JRPGs and stuff that you could probably sink your teeth into,
Sink my teeth.
if you get my meaning.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm apparently taking on Chris Jericho tonight.
Fucking.
I don't think I actually do the match, though. At this point, I was just kind of really invested in towards getting towards the Rumble itself.
Chris Jericho versus Kirk Angel.
Oh yeah, he did call him that, didn't he?
Kirk Angel. I was last year's king of the ring. This year I'll be king.
No, you won't, because we're not doing this part. We're not doing a season mode part 2. You only get 1 year. Well, that does bring up the interesting fact that there was never a two-time king. Oh, there was a two-time king of the ring, and there wasn't. There was Bret Hart.
Was there?
Bret Hart technically won it twice. He won it in '93, but he actually won it like '91. But that was before it became a pay-per-view.
Oh. But it didn't classify as that.
I don't think they actually ever brought it up at any point, but I do know, obviously, once it became a pay-per-view, or at least something that was broadcasted on television, it was there was never a two-time winner.
Yeah.
And like we said the other day, you go from Bret Hart, Annoying Hart, to Steve Austin, Triple H, and then you just got this big fuck-off waste of talent called Mabel in the '95 spot, who somehow managed to win the fucking King of the Ring. And then had one of the worst sucking SummerSlam main events of all time.
Mm-hmm.
With Diesel. Anybody seen that match, by the way? Or is it just me?
What was
Which
it?
one?
Diesel versus Mabel.
Yeah, it's you. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, WWF Championship match at SummerSlam. To be honest, that SummerSlam was pretty shit. The only noticeable things about it was, number one, it was Triple H's first pay-per-view. And number two, it had the second ladder match between Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. Other than that, complete shit show. Actually, that's a show I'm really looking forward to getting into eventually when we do WrestleMania 10. Because it's the first Mania without Hogan.
Yeah.
And we've actually only got until King of the Ring 93 before I have to stop doing the whole cocaine song. Because after that, no more Hogan for a very, very, very long time.
Nah, that'll be sad.
Even when
93 to 2002, about 9 years.
Yeah, about that. But unfortunately, when he comes back, he's got what do they call it? Voodoo Child or something?
No, NWO Black and White.
Is it? Oh, fair enough. Whatever. But yeah, he's got that different theme song, and there's no lyrics or anything, so I probably won't be able to take the piss quite as easily there.
Nope. Now, Voodoo Child, that's the one that he used for singles competition. But his main one with NWO was black and white.
Oh no, I mean his solo one, the whole.
Oh yeah, that one.
Voodoo
I know
Child.
what it is.
Voodoo Child.
Yeah, that's the one I was
100%.
talking about.
To jam that in high school.
And don't get me wrong, it's a good piece of music, but there's no lyrics or anything to it, so it's kind of hard to take the piss with that one.
Yeah, there is. There's lyrics
there?
that just nothing to do with Hogan.
Oh, I need to
Well,
listen to it back then.
yeah, all I gotta say is listen to the album version. That's all I gotta say.
Speaking of good, like obviously you mentioned it before though, NWO theme song is fucking iconic.
Man, that was my shit as a kid, man. Used to do the Hogan grab an imaginary guitar and strum it. The Diesel hands on hips at the top. The posing drunk because I'm Scott Hall and that's all I can do is pose drunk. Yeah.
Oh Christ! I mean, like I said, we watched some nitros the other day. I think we actually quite enjoyed ourselves. To be honest, I did anyway. All
Yeah,
three
Wiz told me.
all three shows actually had something half decent in them. So, although it was a pain in the ass because you had like the last section of like the first two shows, I think, were just fucking promos in ring, and I couldn't hear a fucking word that was being said. So. And that will be Boys and Girls episode 15 when it goes up. I assume it will have by now, obviously. If it doesn't, then I have probably passed away. Because, quite honestly, that should be up in a few months at most. Yeah. Any shows coming up, actually, that you're looking forward to us watching? I know there's the Rumble, obviously, but... bear in mind we're entering the 1990s now, because I believe the next WrestleMania is WrestleMania 6, which has the magnificent blowjob off between Hogan and Warrior.
And that one picture of like two mothers arguing about something about the Capri Sun.
What? What are you talking about?
Alright, let me go digging on the pictures again.
Actually, thinking about it, this year actually has some really good pay-per-views. I think we have the arrival of Taker in the Survivor Series. Or is that next year?
Yeah, here we go.
I'll have to have a look once we finish with the part. At least the Rumble and Mania should be good matches. I'm not actually sure what the card is for SummerSlam. I think it's actually Warrior and Rude for the WWF Championship, if I recall. Big Quiche wins the match. So yeah, we've been in season mode for a while now, and I think we've seen all of about 2, maybe 3 WWF Championship matches. What the hell, Vince? What the hell? Come on, I want to get to the Rumble already. Which will actually be next episode, I can tell, because we're on January the 4th at the moment. And there goes the tumbleweed. Not a lot to say here. Got Shane Man and The Rock having a meeting of some kind. Probably about who can kiss Vince's ass more. I admit I'm struggling a little bit now. Oh, seriously, well, he was on the fucking roster. Is anybody still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I might have dropped or something. It's a packed house tonight. Look at all those screaming fans. Thank you for that, but why give us such a cutscene? Unless there's something else coming up, I can't remember. The silence is killing me, guys. Come on.
Silence is killing me.
We need a new topic of conversation here. Should we just get back to sunny, sloppy seconds or something?
Okay.
Sunny
on on this day, I made her play the rusty trombone. Hope she enjoyed it.
So I gotta ask, Opie, what was your opinion on the porno when you watched it?
I was like, wow. This is not what I remember her as. Well, then again, they get fat after they get old.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, thick. Yeah, people.
I mean, I assume, of course, that you actually did jack off to the porno. So
No, I did not.
Good.
I'll tell you right now, I did not. That was not good enough.
Yeah, that's saying a lot.
I've seen
much
better.
saying that the tape was trash.
I've seen better stuff.
Oh God.
One, I didn't. One, I've seen better stuff. Number two, I'm not into the I'm usually like the homemade amateur kind of thing, but not like like it's like scripted and shit.
fair enough.
Like you see in productions.
I don't want a story, just get to the fucking, essentially.
Right, pretty much.
And we move on to the next event, which is the Rumble. Thank you for watching, and sayonara, people.